There is so much satisfaction and peace that comes with living a life of purpose. There is so much joy that comes with you walking in the right path, walking in your God-given purpose that just gives you peace of mind. Hey fam, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing great and you're having an amazing day so far. You're welcome back to my channel. My name is Tobi Achudume. If this is your first time here, you are super welcome. I am so excited to have you here with me. So here we talk about topics, tips and tricks that would help us to grow fearlessly into the best versions of ourselves. Today I want to ask a question. How do you want to be remembered? What do you want to be remembered for? My mom kind of put this thing in my head for the longest time, asking that question because it was important to have that question at the back of your mind when you're pursuing or doing things that you want to do in life. And so this week I was majorly asking that question: what would you be remembered for? What do you want to be remembered for? And I will let you know where that thought came from. So on Nigerian internet this last Sunday, news spread that an amazing woman had just passed on. And the moment I saw it on Twitter, it felt like everything just went on standstill. Everything just paused for a whole minute. I felt so disorganized, like I felt like I could not comprehend how she could have passed on or what had happened, especially because like a few days before then, I had just seen her dancing on the internet. So it did not make sense to me fixing those two pictures together. But that's not what I'm focusing on today. But what I'm focusing on is what happened after news had spread that she had passed on. So many messages, testimonials, people had so many amazing things to say about this woman. And that includes people that knew her personally and people that only knew her on social media. The news was so heartbreaking that for a long time it was just everywhere in people's faces that this woman had passed on. And so from this event I had so many thoughts, bunch of thoughts that just kept popping in my head in regards to the question of how do you want to be remembered. And I've been able to fix these thoughts into 3 points, and I'm going to share those points with you shortly. So the first thing is, living a life of purpose is the best thing that happened since before sliced bread. Not after, before sliced bread. And I say this because we are all on earth to fulfill something. We are not just here to occupy space. We're not just occupying, making the world complete or making the population of the world complete. No, we all have purposes that we have to fulfill. God has put in us different purposes for different seasons that we have to work towards fulfilling these purposes. And while we would like to pride ourselves in thinking that purpose is something that is this big thing that you're supposed to just wake up and realize that this is what you're supposed to do, or that you don't know your purpose and you're waiting for the day that the purpose will dawn on you or it will come up on you, or you just have an epiphany and realize that this is what you're supposed to be doing with your life. Purpose is in our daily actions. Purpose is in what we do daily. Purpose is in the steps that we take towards something. So purpose is not an event. It's not one day thing. It is a build-up of several things. It's a build-up of several events, build-up of several strategies, goals, steps that you take towards something. So while you may not know what your purpose is at this moment, you know what you're supposed to be doing today that would make sense. You know what you're supposed to be doing today that is helpful to you. You know what you're supposed to be doing today that would help others, that would help people. So let's stop waiting for a big realization of what we're supposed to do and work in our daily actions. Work on your daily routines, the things that you do daily that make sense to you. That's where you find your purpose. That's why we say you are walking in purpose and not jumping into it, because it's daily steps, it's step by step, it's daily actions that leads to the accomplishment or the fulfilling of your purpose. And while we say you're working in your purpose or you're manifesting your purpose, you're fulfilling your purpose, doesn't mean that purpose is going to be fun or purpose is going to be easy. It's not fun all the time. It's not easy all the time. There will be challenges to face. There will be obstacles that you have to encounter on the way. There will be moments that you will be happy. There will be lessons to learn. There will be sleepless nights, lots of sleepless nights. But there would also, above all, be joyful moments. There will be moments of excitement. There will be peace and joy in walking in your purpose, because purpose makes you live life with a clearer lens. You're walking with clarity, you're walking with meaning, because you know that it is leading to the accomplishment of something. So your daily actions, your daily steps is leading to the accomplishment of your big purpose, which you may not know now, and it's fine to not know exactly what it is, but you know what you're doing this month, you know what you're doing this year, and that is a step towards walking in purpose. And just on the path of walking in purpose is impact, and that's my second point. Working in purpose helps you to impact people. Working in purpose helps you to be impactful. You're also living a life of impact. And impact is not just for people that are close to you or people that you know physically or personally. You could be impacting somebody that is 1,000 miles away from you. You could be impacting somebody that you don't know. Sometimes you may never get to know how much people you impact with your life or with your story. But living a purposeful life, living an impactful life helps you to impact people that you don't even know who are benefiting from the things that you're doing. It could be that you're impacting them with your story, you're impacting them with your experiences, you're impacting them with the things that you do, your journey. You're helping somebody see that what you're doing is possible and they can do it as well. You're making somebody see that there is a meaning to living life. You're making somebody see that life is worth living. And aside from that, impacting people could also mean you doing good. Doing good always pays. My dad always says doing good is good business, and in actual sense it's true, because when you're doing good, you're sowing good seeds, you're sowing good to other people's life, and it is what you sow that you reap. So if you sow bad, you cannot expect to reap good. It is the good that you sow presently, it is the good that you sow in people's life, and the good that you sow with people that you would reap later. And so for impact, I use the angel that just passed on, God bless her soul, as an example. Like I said before, I'd never met her, I'd never had any encounter with her or any experience, physical experience with her, but I'd related with her on social media, in the sense that I'd seen her on Instagram and on Twitter and all these things. And I had also seen her work. I'd seen her work with women, with people. I'd seen the good that she was doing. I had seen her interviews. I had seen her composure, her smile. She had the brightest smile. And all those things were just impactful, because you could see those things in her and you just feel like, yes, you're able to do things, you're able to accomplish things. And this was not just for me. I'm not the only person that did not know her but felt her death. I'm not the only person that did not know her but felt like something good had just left the world. Her life she had lived such an impactful and purposeful life that even though she had died at an early age, people had so much good to say about her. People had so many nice words to give. People had come up with testimonies of how she had helped them, how she had helped them to get over a bad experience, a bad situation. She was just a good person, and that just makes me to say, like, you don't have to be an outspoken person, you don't have to be the loudest person for people to see the good that you do. Naturally, the good that you do will speak for you. And so it was the good that she did, and she continuously did tirelessly, that made people to also see her as an impactful and a good person. And so goodwill messages just kept pouring in, and I just thought, if I did not know her and I was feeling like this, how do the people that knew her personally feel with this? And this just brings me to my third point. Appreciate people when you have them around you. Let people know that they are important to you in the moment. Don't wait for a birthday celebration, a wedding, a funeral, or when they pass to let people know that they were important to you, that they were impactful to you, or that they had helped you in one way or the other. Let people know how important they are to you in the moment. So if today you think of one of your friends, send a message, or you appreciate what somebody has done to you and you have told them thank you, and it just occurs to you to let them know how much you love them. Let them know how much you love them in that moment. Don't wait for a special day, because see, We don't know when anybody's going to go. We don't know when you're going to lose anyone, and we are never ready to let people go. So it's just wise, it's just nice and good as well to let people know that they are good to you, they are valuable to you, you value them, you value your friendship with them, you value the role that they play in your life. Let them know. Send a message to your parents, to your friends, to your siblings. Let people know that they are important to you when you still have them now, because you never know when you're going to lose them. So guys, to recap, 3 points that I shared with you today. 1, live a life of purpose. 2, live a life of impact. Let your life be impactful. Do good to people. And 3, appreciate people when you have them around you. You never know when it's too late to let somebody know that they are valuable to you. So guys, that's it from me for you today. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I got you thinking of how you want to be remembered. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and share with friends and family. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.